If I woke up tomorrow with $0, no job, no savings, and no connections, but with the knowledge I have today, here's exactly what I'd do, step by step, to get back to 6 figures fast, and then to $1 million. And honestly, this plan would get me there faster than the first time. Because starting from zero today is very different from starting from zero 5, 10, or even 15 years ago. The tools are better, the opportunities are everywhere, but the mistakes are the same, and most people still fall into them. So let me show you the actual roadmap I would use if I had to rebuild everything from scratch. Step 1, fix my baseline in 48 hours. If I had nothing, my first goal wouldn't be get rich. It would be stabilize the basics. Because you can't grow anything if every day feels like a fire you're trying to put out. Here's what I do in the first 2 days. First, get a phone plan and internet access. It's cheap, prepaid, whatever works. Without this, you can't apply for work or take payments. 2, create a clean Gmail, clean Google Drive, clean Notes app. Those become your HQ. And 3, build a simple I exist online presence. A basic LinkedIn, a simple one-page portfolio using a free template, a Calendly link, a Google form to collect leads. Nothing fancy, just enough to look like a real person offering real value. This is the difference between I'm desperate and I'm ready. Step 2, build cash flow first. Not passion, not purpose. I know a lot of people will hate this, but if you're at zero, you don't need your dream job. You need cash flow, not forever, but for now. So here's what I do. I get a job within 72 hours. Not a perfect job and not a dream job either. A job that covers rent, food, phone or internet, and transportation. I'd look for something with immediate hiring. Deliveries, warehouse, retail, restaurants, call centers, security, or temp agencies. And I treat that job like a launch pad, not a prison. The mindset shift is everything. If I'm at zero, I'm not trying to impress anyone out there. I just need footing. Cash flow is stability, and stability is safety, and safety is confidence, and confidence is momentum. Step 3. Start a skill-based side income within 7 days. Now, here's where the real money starts. If I'm starting from zero, I want the fastest path to income that doesn't require a degree or permission. I would choose one skill that either has low or zero startup cost, is valuable to someone with money, pays within days and not months, has demand, can scale to $10,000 a month if I get good. So here are the skills that check those boxes today. Short form video editing, simple website building, lead generation, setting appointments like appointment setter, social media management, basic graph design, copywriting, CRM setup. So if I had to pick one right now, I'd pick short form video editing, not because it's the best, but because demand is exploding and results show up fast. Now here's what I do next. This part is key. Step 4, get my first client in 48 hours, even if I don't feel ready. I wouldn't spend weeks learning. I wouldn't take 7 courses. I wouldn't wait until I felt confident. I'd watch maybe 2 to 3 hours of tutorials. Then I'd make 3 practice examples. Then I'd immediately start messaging people. Here's my exact playbook. First, find 50 small creators or small businesses who are already posting content. Second, create one sample video for them using their existing clips. Third, send a message. Say, hey, I made this video for you. If you like this style, I can make more. This method works because you're removing the risk for them. You're showing value before asking for anything. I only need one person to say yes. Even if they pay me, say $150 a week, that's the spark. You don't need a huge fire. You need the first flame. And step 5, 1 client into 3 clients. This is the $1,000 a month mark. My first client gives me proof. Now I'd use that proof as leverage. I do everything to over deliver in the first 2 weeks. Fast responses, good communication, better quality than expected, and predictable deadlines with 0 excuses. Not because I'm trying to be a people pleaser, but because each client is worth so much more than their payment. They give testimonials, they give referrals, they give momentum, they give evidence that, hey, this works. And once that happens, I'd raise prices slightly and try to land 2 more clients. And boom, your income coming from 2 directions, job and side skill. This alone can put you in the $2,500 to $4,000 a month range from zero in weeks, not years. Step 6, cut my living expenses to the absolute minimum. This is where most people mess up. They start making money and immediately start spending money. See, if I were at zero, I do the complete opposite. For the first year, I lived like I was still broke even when I wasn't. And I'm talking roommates, used furnitures, cheap groceries, no subscriptions, no new clothes unless I absolutely needed it. And also no fancy anything. Because the more I keep, the more I can build. This isn't fun, but starting from zero means I have to buy myself freedom before I buy myself nice things. Step 7, hit 10K saved, the real turning point. I build income and trim expenses. My first big milestone isn't 100K, it's $10,000 saved. At 10K saved, everything changes. Why? Because 10K gives you safety, options, psychological calm, the ability to take small risks, and the ability to turn opportunities into money. Most people never reach 10K, not because they don't earn enough, but because they spend it before they grow it. At 10K saved, I then shift gears. Now it's time to go from side income to business income. Step 8, turn my skill into a real business. I'm talking 5 to 10K a month. Once I had 2 to 4 clients, I focused on systems, repeating tasks to templates, the common questions to scripts. Consistency is a secret weapon here. Clients don't leave people who are reliable. Then I do something most beginners never do. I'd increase my prices and prune low value clients. When you're at zero, every dollar matters. But once you're stable, quality matters even more. High quality clients pay more and drain less. This is where income jumps to 5 to 10K a month. Step 9, start investing automatically, even when it feels small. The moment I hit consistent income, I'd set up automatic weekly investing, $25, $50, $100, whatever I can. And then the second thing is I put it into a boring broad ETF, S&P 500 or total market. And the third, I put this inside a tax advantage account because investing isn't about timing the market. It's about time in the market and also consistency. Starting small gives you the habit and growing income gives you the fuel. Step 10, build a long-term asset. This is where wealth actually comes from. Getting to 100K is about income and discipline. Getting to 1 million is about ownership. And after rebuilding my income, my savings, and systems, I'd eventually choose one long-term asset to pour into. Say, a content brand, a service agency, a licensing business. There's so many out there. But, and this is important, I wouldn't choose one until I had a solid foundation. People at 0 want to start at level 50, but wealth really comes from stacking levels 1 through 10 consistently. And honestly, if I were to start over today, YouTube would be my long-term asset. It grows while you sleep, it compounds forever, and it attracts clients and opportunities automatically. But the key is this, the asset comes last, not first. Step 11, grow my business from 10K a month to 20K a month. At this point, I'm out of survival mode. Now it's all about scaling. Here's exactly what I do. First, I'd raise prices again. Good work becomes valuable work. Valuable work becomes premium work. And second, I'd outsource the simplest 20% of tasks. Not everything, just that repetitive stuff. And third, I'd build a small team of contractors, editors, designers, virtual assistants, not full-time employees. And fourth, I focus on one thing, predictable revenue. We're talking about subscriptions versus one-time payments, retainers versus random gigs, and when income becomes predictable, wealth becomes automatic. Step 12, I'd hit my first 100K again. By now, I've rebuilt a stable job, a strong side business, multiple clients, a reliable system, growing income, emergency savings, automatic investing, and long-term asset building. And I'd hit 100K much faster this time, probably within 12 to 18 months, because the second time you climb the mountain, you already know the trail. From here, it's just consistency. 100K to 300K to 500K to $1 million. It's all the same process, just repeated longer. Here's the final lesson. Starting from 0 isn't a curse. It's a superpower. If I had to start over at 0 today, I wouldn't be afraid. Starting at 0 means no bad habits, no debt, no ego, no distractions. I had full clarity and pure focus. 0 isn't the enemy, comfort is. If this step-by-step plan helped you, hit the like button so more people can see it. And if you want more videos that make building wealth simple, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want another blueprint to follow, go watch one of my other videos on the channel. I left a lot of gems in those. See you in the next one.